Alright, what's up, yums guys? Time for another video. Seeing on the TV news the last couple of days was on our Attorney General, Shapiro, Attorney General of Pennsylvania. I'm going to talk in parentheses here, and this is not, I'm not supporting Trump or anything like that. This is not a Trump support video, and I'm not anti-Trump, I'm not anti anything. This is not the issue here. But I'm talking in parentheses to look back in the past, like Shapiro, wasn't a fan of Trump and hated Trump when he was president. This and that, all kind of hoopla going on. And I'm looking back, double standards here and there now too. But anyway, Trump was president. He wanted to get rid of TikTok totally. The Chinese and all that, which a lot of people I look on YouTube, I think Sticks Hexenhammer 666 was talking about TikTok. He was saying a joke, Chinese spy on you. And I'm not against him saying that. There's truth to that. I have a little TikTok myself, put my cat on it, a little stuff on there. Even though my take on it is like, whoever the fuck is spy on you, a little bit of everywhere. What are you going to do? Do away with all social media? I'm almost like, the cameras out on your street. Just, hey, if they want to spy on my whatever, regardless of boring ass or goofy life, more power to them. But, alright, when Trump was president, he wanted to do away with TikTok. The anti-Trump people, not that I'm saying it because I'm some Trump person, but he wanted to do it. Oh, what a monster, what an asshole, or whatever. And even then, I don't care either way. You know what I mean? But I'm just wondering now what the anti-Trump people are saying now. They were sticking up for TikTok because Trump was a monster, but now if there's any of the die-hard anti-Trump people that are still dwelling on Trump and obsessed with Trump, even though he ain't president anymore, what are they thinking? It's like, what the fuck? Their excuse now when Trump ain't president anymore, and he being a monster for wanting to do away with TikTok. Now these other people with Shapiro, nothing against him. I'm not bashing him any kind of way. I think he does a good job in a lot of things that are going on. Like now, I'm actually not bashing him. He's doing a good job on some stuff that I can make a big long ass fucking video on, but I won't. That certain people he's going after, I'm in support of. Too much shit for me to make a video. That would have to be separate. So I'm not saying anything supporting Trump or hating Trump or hating Shapiro. I give him points for some things, but anyway, like the thing bad on their mental health. I'm not saying I agree with them or totally disagree with them completely. I mean, it's not the social media. I mean, if you want to say that about TikTok, to be fair, I mean, about any software, there is an issue about certain people's safety. I mean, it's not just social media, it's on the person. And I want to say that, okay, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, YouTube or anything, on anybody's mental health, I don't want to belittle the person who may have some mental health problem that can be taken care of, but I'm just saying there can be some things that are on them that are right on their faces that are quite obvious. Some things that are quite as obvious as the shadow on my face in this fucking video that I don't have my sunglasses, the sun is going this way. That are that as obvious as that can be. For example, okay, to be fair about all kind of things, it depends what you're looking at. And my book would be more like trying to get these kids and different people in a non-biased way, even though I have a warped sense of humor, a non-biased way to kind of educate themselves to a point where a lot of the shit the influencers on here, they're not real. They're fucking fake. Some of them lie. And the fact that some of these so-called influencers, YouTube talks, a lot of YouTube videos on it, that were big influencers, and they lost a lot of fans because they found out they lie about stuff. And like for example, there's a lot of examples. Not you talking about want to say girls wearing makeup and even dudes wearing makeup because of what they identify as. So I'm going to try this to be non-biased on either side or what everybody identify as. Okay, whether I say about women or somebody identifies as women, for example. Do you fucking need makeup unless you're in the theater? Makeup before there was all this other hoopla going on was women. It was normal, to do. I don't know, makeup. That's a part of, but it can be overdone. Makeup is also a mask, something that you're insecure that you have to have all the time, and there's all these standards. They're set real high and ridiculous that change from year to year. Everything from clothes, year to year. The in today, out tomorrow. Clothes, makeup styles, hair. Everybody's talking about people's. It was our parents and grandparents had to deal with it. People being bullied, picked on. Oh, you don't got the latest hair, the latest clothes, this, that. They don't like the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, and you're bullied in school. And I'm trying to say everything in parentheses without jumping subjects and kind of like be like Henry Rollins and talk between the lines in parentheses, not like a long fucking video. But it depends on you. And when you say a lot of the stuff is kind of fake, both sides will pull the fake card. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, but there's some stuff that's quite obvious it's not real. People are basing they're getting depressed because people should get help if a social media, people they're looking at on social media, is causing them to be depressed, like to a point where they're looking at stuff that sets too high a standards and making them feel down on themselves. Not just that, maybe the cure is just to look at something else. There's a lot of fucking better shit to look at. So it's not just TikTok's fault, Instagram's fault, it's not Facebook's fault. TikTok and YouTube have a lot of cat and dog videos. That's one good thing. I have a TikTok. For shits and giggles, I got one. I wasn't really serious about it, even though some of the YouTubers I look at says, Chinese are spying on you. But I'm like, Chinese spying on me? Really? Spying on my somewhat ridiculous, silly, boring ass life? Alright, if they want something to spy on and they're interested, more power to them. They're different than... Yeah, but anyway, I actually have I throw little things on it just for shits and giggles. And I look at cat videos. Hey, I look at more. TikTok, for example, knows what you're looking at, right? And it's gonna keep in. It doesn't just put things in recommended things like YouTube, right? I think it and Instagram thing have a tendency to. It knows what you're looking at, good or bad, and it's not just recommends. It comes right on the screen. So I noticed when TikTok, right off the bat, since I was putting my cat on there along with other little stuff that I do here and there, right away, click TikTok on, I'm getting a cat or a dog video 98% of the time. So for me, the TikTok ain't Tic-Tac. Yeah, maybe they'll come up with a Tic-Tac instead of a TikTok. How loud that would go. But anyway, yeah. You're going to get recommendations and things that will come on based on what you're looking at. And if you click on any dumb shit out of curiosity, that might start coming up, and that can cause a virus in your head. There'll be shit that everywhere that you wish you could unsee. There's some guy I look at on YouTube. He has 2 channels called Odin's Men and Something's Travels. He has 2 YouTube channels. Damn, what the hell? He has a backup YouTube channel. He has a whole... It's hilarious. He looks at the dark underbelly of TikTok and finds all these TikTok videos, not to totally berate or belittle somebody, but to try to critique them a little bit without name calling. And you gotta admit, everybody that has their look and beliefs and really goofy, cringy stuff that's hilarious. It can be done in a way that you don't want to, totally berate somebody. But hate to say, there's a lot of people on there that flaunt really ridiculous ideas. They claim to be my point is they claim to be against bias in their victims, but yet they'll do stuff in a totally different stuff on their channel. Indicates that they're biased. Nobody's allowed to be biased as them, but they're being biased against this and that. Pot calling kettle black. You know what I mean? Some people that don't even practice what they preach, they're no better than the next guy. I mean, it's only bias when it's against them, but then they reserve the right to be biased because, whatever the hell reason. But it all depends on what you're looking at. If you got drilled in your fucking head that, say you're a girl or whatever you are, you have to meet these standards, have this makeup, or whether you're a dude or a chick or anybody, and you don't do anything in your actual life, you don't want to belittle the person like either and say that they're a retarded or an asshole either. You got to try to tell them gently and gradually, maybe that they're looking at the wrong things, that are putting the shit in their heads. I mean, there's something called having a healthy amount of skepticism, and you can be a conspiracy theorist, or you can at least be a person who has a healthy amount of skepticism to protect oneself. You know what I mean? And if you hang around with people that, you're so pressured to ask approval of something you want to question, that's wreaks havoc on somebody's mental health. I think that everybody, what's worse, being a complete, total, maybe asshole conspiracy theorist, or be a totally rude person, or total asshole? What's worse, being that, or somebody that's not allowed to even question one little thing gradually and be afraid of being belittled or canceled or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? What's the difference between being outright and obviously and openly, like, say, racist or whatever? What's worse, being that, or being totally pressured, like that you've got to act, dress, and think totally like a particular group of people, and be that ashamed of who you are, whether you're white or black looking at this video. I mean, say, hey, do I have to? There's a point where everybody looks like me. They're not all looking after my best interest. Do they all, just because somebody looks like me? Other ones, they don't all like me, and they'll belittle me or whatever. If you're black watching this, does every single person that's black looking out for you, do they all give a fuck about you? Or they want you to believe everything, to view the world the way you see it? And are you gonna think it's wrong to criticize, like, your own a little bit? You know what I mean? Hey, I'm not afraid to criticize or think outside the box. People look like me or whoever the hell. I mean, every single. You could go on and on about that. I mean, I think I'm in a nutshell. It revolves around beliefs, and every single thing that you choose to look at is maybe whoever an influence is trying to tell you of a certain way that they require you to view the world, and you put this person on a pedestal, right? And if you were to meet them personally, no different than a celebrity, you might be disappointed or whatever the hell too. They might not even really like you. If you think that they're all like you, or if you don't believe, if you're going to feel like walking on eggshells, are you going to believe everything that what I'm saying is that so-called influencer, any celebrity, they're narcissistic as hell. I mean, Are you going to be, if every little thing you say is going to meet their expectations? Are they going to praise you? They can take advantage of the fact that you put them on a pedestal and have a smirk and actually fuck with you on purpose and go to their friends privately. Here, watch this shit. Deliberately maybe mess with your head, put you in fear because they know, you know what I mean. Maybe get away with it. Oh, everybody loves me. He watched. I mean, there's. If you got this far in this video, it may seem like a lot of rambling, but talking in parentheses here in between the lines, look at all the YouTube videos that influencers, especially celebrities that are well known, that got all these fans, that they're in a audience and crying because they're so emotional because they're at the front audience. That these celebrities were terrible to their hired help, awful people in the shadows, like to their servants and employees and their help, and even some of their fans when there was nobody or little or nobody looking. I mean, YouTube has a list of some of them, if you want to believe them or not, well liked and worshipped celebrities that are actually, in a sneaky way, terrible people. So, this branches out, a little further. It seems like a little off the subject. I threw a little extra categories in there, but fuck, I mean, a lot of it is on YouTube. What are you going to do? Ban every single thing to protect somebody from their self? I mean, no matter what people. Now, there's a lot of worse things out there, like drugs that are actually killing people in the news every day, right? And the drugs that are against the law, but yet, even though you see all of the news people dying from them, they're chasing after it. Well, I don't know, but I don't know what to say. Well, group that together with social media. Well, social media can be like the drug, and no matter what you try to tell people, people will be worshiping some kind of influencer somewhere and keep chasing after the shit that may be causing them all the problems, teaching them the very influencers that they worship that are actually phonies. And they know in their heart maybe they're phonies, but there may be part of the mental illness is being afraid to go outside the box and question a few things. You know what I mean? Anything or anybody that's too good to be true probably is. But I think I covered just about everything. If if they know in their heart, people have a tendency, no matter what it is, people tell them it's like chasing after the bad boy or the abusive boyfriend or something. Know that's bad for them, or they can change to something else, but they still keep fucking chasing it. And just because you fucking tell them not to. But still, it's not the social media. It's what people choose to chase after. I mean, they're not just chasing after some influencer. They're chasing after something that they're putting in their own fantasies or whatever the hell, too. Everybody sort of has whether it's the influencer or the person chasing after the influencer or gawking at the influencer. Everybody is in their superficial, glorified dream world that follows only their narrative. And if you try to say anything outside the box or suggest it, they'll give you this smirk with their lips or glassy-eyed stare, or if they have friends laugh in your face or talk over top of you, whether it's in belittle or yell over top of you. They don't want to hear it. They just, you got a tack on your chair that somebody puts their jabbing you in the ass. You're gonna keep, no, the tack is there. Keep sitting on it. Wonder, what the fuck is jabbing me in the ass? Uh,